Okay, so sometimes, maybe often, folks decide they're going to move up in the world or make a lateral move or maybe downsize. So, say somebody's going to move into they're living right now in, say, $150,000 house. I'm just picking a number out randomly. And they had a good career change and they want to upgrade to maybe a $250,000 house, or vice versa. They're going to downsize. Maybe they're older, kids have moved out. How does that change in house value impact the insurance that somebody's going to involve in their process?
Well, Sean, that's a great question. And you know what? It's something I deal with my clients all the time. And I love having that conversation because that's congratulations, you're doing well in the world, or congratulations, your retirement plan is working. So when you think of insurance, think of it as a very unique, tailored experience. So if you're like me and you have a split level in Austintown, for instance, right? That's a very different house than a 5-bedroom in Poland. I'm sorry, someone's washing my windows. So if I trail off, that's John, who's also a client of mine. So anyway, different sized houses and different values of houses require different levels of coverage. However, the principles are all the same. So whether you're insuring a $150,000 house, or let's make a bigger example, a $1.5 million house, right? You still want the house to be insured for replacement cost, which again, something happens, we replace it. You want the adequate amount of liability to reflect your net worth. So if you're saying to me, Leo, I have clients that are stepping up in the world and they're buying bigger houses, odds are their net worth is going up as well. Homeowners insurance carries with it a liability component for not just folks getting injured or filing suit on your property, but a couple of other things. Again, that's a detailed discussion. So the first question I ask is, if you're going from a $150,000 home to like a $400,000 home, is do we have enough liability to protect your net worth? As you scale up, you also probably take on some more debt. And this is a big key. If you're listening to this, this is what most people forget when it comes to their home insurance, is the debt in the house. Everybody focuses on the premium, the escrow, the inspection, the welcome party, which is the fun part, but they forget to talk about the $300,000 in debt they are. So what I tell everybody is get yourself some sort of mortgage protection policy. So if the unexpected happens, you or your spouse can continue making your mortgage payment or pay off the debt entirely so that you can keep the home you've worked hard to build. Again, back to the comment I made first, this is your biggest asset. So as the size of your house increases, Sean, the things that will impact the premium is number one, what we call your coverage A, which is the bucket of money we set aside to rebuild your house. When you talk house values, replacement costs and house values don't always equal each other. And the reason is you sell a house and you rebuild a house for different costs. My house might be worth, just for conversation's sake, let's say my house is worth $100,000. To replace that house, I have to hire contractors and I have to provide materials, but I also have to provide an excavation team to prep the site, architects and engineers to, get the plans and the blueprints and the fees, someone to grade everything, a debris removal contractor to clean up the mess. And there's always profit and overhead in there. So when you see your homeowner's policy and you say, Sean, I bought my house for $100,000. Why does Leo tell me I need $220? That's ridiculous. And I say that not to be sarcastic, but that's one of the most common thing first-time home buyers tell me. I say, look, it's buying a house and rebuilding it are two very, very different conversations.